Hi, everybody. This is the Planet Earth here, and I wanted to talk to you guys about anxiety. It's been a long time since I made a video about this. So, I'm going to give you an update on this anxiety disorder and how it's affected my life. Um, Anxiety is really severe. It's something that is unexplainable. It's something that you can't easily fix without help from other people. Anxiety really, it's like hmm, it's like being tortured by somebody, except there's nobody there. Anxiety is bad for the body. Generalized anxiety, panic attack disorder, it's bad for the body. Why do we live with anxiety disorder? Hmm, that's a hard one. We suffer every single day, every few hours, every few minutes, every day. I'm worrying about something. No matter how minute, I'm always worrying about something stupid. And I can't stop worrying about it. Now, after all these years of suffering from anxiety since I was a teenager, I can tell you that it manifested from just having panic attacks. Not so much panic attacks as generalized anxiety with um, OCD. My OCD has gotten a little bit worse over the years. My panic attacks themselves have gone down to just a few a month. And I used to have them every single day, man. That was that was no good. As for suffering from anxiety while driving, I don't really have a problem with that. Occasionally, I really have a problem with that when I go down to Key West. Every time I think of myself driving in the middle of the ocean, I keep thinking that the land is going to give in, and I usually end up having a panic attack because I'm thinking I'm going to be caught in the middle of the ocean. And that's not the truth because the islands have been there for a long time. Um, Sometimes I feel that maybe I've pissed off a lot of people by my content on YouTube, and I get worried about it. It won't bother me, but I know that I've pissed off a lot of people over the years on my channel. I pissed off a lot of people, and I regret it. I don't mean to be hateful, but sometimes my attitude gets the best of me. Sometimes I take out my anger on things that I shouldn't take my anger out on, but I do. But deep down, my anxiety is based off of stress, financial obligation, um, some sort of depression, and just a general uneasiness. I can never calm down. There's only a few hours in my life where I can actually calm down, but it's very rare. There's only been a few occasions where I felt completely calm, and it's rare now. I'm withdrawing from my medication. I'm actually detoxing myself slowly off these medications to where the point I'm not going to be taking them anymore. And I know that's going to be hell on earth, but you know what? I don't want on them anymore. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, almost 4 o'clock in the morning, and I am still awake. It's because I cannot sleep because of my anxiety. When I go to sleep in the middle of the night, I think I'm going to wake up having medical problems. when I go to sleep in the middle of the night, I think I'm gonna wake up and there's gonna be an alligator in the backyard or a big snake, and that's already happened. So that's an actual valid worry, but it's a stupid worry because you could obviously open the door slowly and make sure there's no alligator out there before you step out there in the dark. You know? Especially if you go out in the middle of the morning. Another thing I have a problem with is worrying about hurricanes. Even though I know they don't happen every day or every year, once in a while you're going to get that Category 5 hurricane. It could be every 50 years, it's 100 years, but it's just once in a while, man. You're going to get that big Category 5 hurricane, and you don't know if you're going to get slammed. And every day it rains here. And every day, or not every day it rains here, it rains within a 50-mile radius of here. Maybe a 100-mile radius. Every single day, it's always raining in Florida. There's always thunderstorms. It's actually really cool to see them every day. It's a lot better than just seeing sunshine. And then I have other problems like the pinched nerve in my back now. I'm getting older. You start having all these other medical problems that you never had before, and it just keeps stressing me out. Now, how do I cope with stress? I really can't. I think I've done everything in the books that I could think of to cope with the stress, and I just can't cope with that stress. The stress is, let me put it this way, the stress is unbearable. But somehow, some way, each day, I just wake up again and into stress. In my opinion, I don't think I'll ever be able to get rid of the stress until I'm financially rich and my anxiety is gone. Now, I would love to wake up every day and not have any worry on my mind, but it's just it's hard to do that. It's really hard to live stress free. It's not because of Florida, and it's not because of anything else. It's because of my body. It's because of what my body's been on all these years. My body's been on these medications all these years, and my body doesn't want to come off these medications for all these years, but I'm forcing it to. But it's just utter. It feels like utter crap, and each day gets a little bit better, but the anxiety, the nausea, the chest pains, the panic attacks, the high blood pressure attack, I don't know where those come out of. And the doctors still don't have a medical reason for it, and they've tested me for a lot of different shit over the last 2 years. I don't know why I get those hypertensive crises temporarily and then they go away. I really don't know why. And no, it's not caffeine. And no, it's not diabetes. They've checked me multiple times. I do not have diabetes. And I don't have high cholesterol, and I don't have this, I don't have that. And my blood pressure runs high. Right now, I took it was 118/70, and I don't take any medication other than lorazepam. Also, I've been using the light for the light here, turning different colors here. We actually bought an extra bulb, and this seems to help a little bit. This one, I think this is very. Oh, I don't have it plugged in. Hold on. So, I got the purple light and the green light. Obviously, if I turn the overhead light off, it'll be better. Also, we purchased a Roku device, and we purchased a TV. We didn't have a TV in here for a while, but we finally purchased a TV and a TV stand. And I've been watching good shows on Netflix. That's been keeping me busy throughout the night. I've been trying to go to the park, but I just haven't had the anxiety relief to go to the park lately, and I don't know why. Usually I have that release of anxiety when I take my lorazepam, but lately I haven't been able to get that release of relief and release. I haven't been calm enough to just go over there and go to a park or do anything useful other than work, work, work. And it's not an easy thing to do when you wake up every morning thinking, what if you wake up and you're having a medical problem and nobody's here to help you? Or what if there's a tsunami and there's nowhere to go in Florida to get away from the tsunami, by the way. There is nowhere to go in Florida. There literally is nowhere to go. There's like one hill in Florida, I think, and that's it. Um, really? There's not a lot of places you can go in Florida unless you go up in the elevator on top of a building, but you better hope that thing ain't higher than it. And then you worry about all these other things. You just worry about all these other things, and the mosquitoes are insane out here. They're insanity, actually. They're pure insanity. I've never seen anything like it. Uh, there's more mosquitoes here than there is in Texas. Because Texas, most of the time, don't even rain in San Antonio, so. But anxiety, it's very difficult to deal with, and I wish doctors would understand that better, but they don't. There was this one mean ass doctor here in Florida that said, I am not going to help your addiction, and kicked me out of the emergency room. And that was when I was switching doctors to get a refill on my medication that I've been legally taking for years. And I showed him the bottles and everything, but he just said, I'm not going to help. He kicked me out. And I filed a grievance. The hospital agreed, and he was told off, practically. And it's just not right, man. Us mentally ill patients, we're just thrown to the side like this. Just, is it right? No. No, but we sit here and suffer every single day, man. People don't understand that, though. They don't understand that, and so they get mad. They get confused. They say you're faking it. It's not fake. It's something that we deal with every single day of our lives. No matter how much of a good mood we could be in, we're always worried about something. Always. It's just somebody with generalized anxiety disorder and panic disorder, it's hard to live. It's really hard to live a good life when you have some of the worst anxiety imaginable. Just at the edge of your seat every single day, every hour, every other hour. And people don't understand it. And that's the problem. It's now the year 2017. I was hoping for a cure for anxiety permanently without causing any damage to the brain. And there still isn't a cure. Going out with your friends will not stop your anxiety. It's physical. It is not mental. Well, it's mental, but it's physical. And because it's physical, it can't be stopped permanently. Now, I know benzodiazepines can be a crutch because they work good when they work, but then all of a sudden it comes back tenfold when you're withdrawing. And I'm not withdrawing. That's not the problem. The problem is I'm detoxing. I'm getting off the benzos. And it's not working out for me. And it just really sucks, but I'm continuing. But life itself is extremely difficult to live with a benzo and anxiety disorder. Is there any outlooks to this? I don't know. As many things as I've looked up to try to cure anxiety permanently, there never really is a cure for it, though. There really is nothing out there that can cure your anxiety. There's nothing out there that can cure anxiety. I thought there was a cure, but vitamin B12 would cure anxiety if you had a vitamin B12 deficiency. I thought magnesium would help. It doesn't help me. It makes it worse. especially when I take 800 milligrams. 400 milligrams don't do nothing for me. 200 milligrams doesn't do nothing for me. Beta blockers don't do anything for me. Antidepressants make me worse. Antipsychotics, obviously, I'm not taking those medications because fuck that shit. I'm not even going to attempt to ever take an antipsychotic again if I don't have to. I want nothing to do with those medications, especially antipsychotics and antidepressants. They're evil. They're very evil. I mean, they might work for some people, but that's a rare necessity and compared to what the side effects are of suits of that ideation problem. But anxiety itself, it's just anxiety itself is just cancer. Anxiety itself is just fucking cancer, man. It comes and goes, it comes and goes, it hides for a while, comes back. It mimics what cancer is, not the cancer itself, but it mimics what it is. It's so similar on every single level. It makes you feel like shit. It makes you freak out. It makes you depressed. It's just like cancer, and it's not, but it's like it. But every day I wake up and somehow I'm still here, and I don't even know why. I don't know why, but I'm still here, and there's some days where I'm completely normal, and then there's some days where I just completely freaked out. I get agitated because I don't have anybody to understand me. And so I get angry, and I don't have nobody to talk to other than my YouTube audience. And so half of the time my YouTube audience, they don't really understand because half of them are for videos of driving and half of them for anxiety. And then half the time they don't see my videos, so it never really gets told and talked about. But I guess maybe one day I'll get to be, and maybe I'll get to see a big audience one day. One day I'll get a big audience. And I can talk about it to millions of people. That would be a good goal for me. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This has been the Planet Earth here.